Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm going to talk a little bit about the deck I used to reach Plat 1 with, which was Heroes. I do not recommend any new players to build this deck unless you absolutely love Heroes and it's like the only deck you want to play from the get-go, because it has a lot of URs if you want to run it effectively, and with the way gems and stuff are, it's very hard to craft the deck and or pull it unless you're very lucky, and even then it's going to be hard to make new decks afterwards. So I would again not recommend this for new players unless you're that dedicated to the archetype. So my games were pretty good. I ended up going like 60 wins out of 71 games. Sorry, yeah, 60 out of 71. So I think I did pretty well. The deck is very solid. And I will jump into the deck here. So I did go with triple maxi for things like Drytron and stuff. I played this deck going second to clear boards and just OTK. Then double increase because I hate drawing the one. And if I'm only playing the one, then it's a dead Ferris. And I don't have Verte to actually make a decent follow-up play if I'm forced to go first in that situation, so that's why we're playing 2. Double Ash could go for 3, but 2 is okay, considering I only have like 10 UR materials at the moment, so I can only do so much. Triple Stratos, I like it as a normal summon because things like IO or Imperial Order are just very strong, and I wanted main deck outs, and it also just helps clear back row decks in general. Then 2 Vions, very good normal summon, good starter as well, but with the amount of back row that exists in this game, I figured it's safer to go with the Triple Stratos instead. Double Shadow Mist, that is very standard for the builds. I went with Celestial. He's my favorite of the 3 options, and I'm also not playing Droll, which is why with Draw Guy, if you played Droll, then you would play Draw Guy to get the combo off to lock them out of searching for the turn. But since I don't have Drolls, we're going with Celestial. Then Liquid Soldier, pretty standard one of. Triple Ferris. 1 Dynatag, of course, for the dangerous. Double Malicious, and 1 Honest Neos. The 1 Poly, the 1 Rhoda Extra Searcher, and also searches your Vion. Miracle Fusion. Double E. I would cut this down for a Hero Lives if I get more copies. And then the 1 Hero Lives, kind of like the TCG at the moment. 1 is okay. I would like to run at least 2 in the future. Triple Fusion Destiny. Can't believe this card's only a rare. This card's nuts. Such a good follow-up or just starter if you have nothing else. Just a 1-card combo. Double Lightning Storm, since I am going second, clears back row and or monsters in case you need to. Triple Mass Change because Dark Claw and Friends is amazing. Triple Droplets, since this deck can play droplets pretty well, since you have cards that you want to get out of your hand, or if you normal summon like Stratos and can afford to sack it off to get a negate. It's very nice. It helps you out stuff like Drytron and just boards that are tough to crack. Then 1 Imperm as another target, which is a generically good card. You could run more if you wanted to as well. It is another value thing off of Maxi since Ash is a hard once. So yeah, at least have something to turn off another effect if you draw into it. Extra deck. Double Dark Law. The 1 Blast for your mass changing of Stratos. Dangerous, part of the 1-card combo with Fusion Destiny to get the mass change with either Liquid or the Shadow Mist as your material to get either Acid or Dark Law out. The 1 Sunrise, the 1 Zero, very standard in the deck. Currently playing 1 Shining. This could be either Trinity or Verte if I wanted to play a little more toward how I play in real life, but don't have the materials, so Shining's pretty solid. Pretty big beater. The 1 Acid, as I mentioned, hits back row. Escuridao, where you get Dark Locked, it's pretty good. It'll get most likely switched out later on, but it still comes up every now and again. Anki helps facilitate OTKs and push for damage. It's come up more often than I expected, honestly. I'm liking it right now in this game. Dystopia, we don't have DPE. So burning for 16 and a quick effect Trident Pop once while this card has its attack boosted is pretty good. And it's recurring, so you can burn them again if it manages to stay in your graveyard with Cross Crusader. The one Wonder Driver, it's very easy to tell if your opponent has a response or not, so this card can get more value when you know they have no responses. And if not, like if you're forced to go first, it's not terrible to sit on because it kind of floats. Then Double Cross Crusader, very, very standard for the combo. And then the last but not least, Dread Decimator. That piercing damage comes in clutch. Pumping your field is amazing. This card is fantastic. Such a underwhelming looking effect, but it's just so relevant. It's pretty great. And I'll just show off a couple sample hands here, and we're going second, so we draw +1. Nothing to break boards here, but this is a very good hand if they don't have a lot of negates. And then we have a Lightning Storm at least to try to bait stuff, and Fusion Destiny is a good starter or extender here with this, so far so good. This hand is also great. This deck is pretty consistent. I'll do 2 more hands just to show off kind of what you expect to see. Seeing these two together is always nice. And again, shouldn't happen as often it does, but game's shuffling algorithm is pretty kind to me in that regard. So that was the entire deck. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll start showing off some highlight gameplay right after this clip, and I'll see you guys in the next video.